Yo, what's going on, everybody? Sorry about we're a little bit late, but we had to warm up a little bit before we get on this thing. How's everybody doing? This is Mike. This your boy Jay, and then we got Pill on as well. Thanks for everybody who watched it Tuesday. We had a conversation, couple of debates in there. Probably gonna have the same thing today, and pick a game 128. The title of this one is When It's Your Turn to Be Grown. A lot of time you hear kids say, I can't wait till I get out the house. I can't wait till I'm grown. Sometimes that sounds simple until you actually have to do it. And then you realize, hey, you know what? I wish I was a teen again. I wish I could go back. But it don't work like that. Your mic muted, Jay.
Ain't no coming back.
Ain't no coming back. So, before we get started, please hit the like button, share, subscribe. The podcast about self-improvement, life improvement, and thinking improvement. Thanks for everybody who's been tuning in. So, while we doing this, the random topic, I think that y'all was saying, rest in peace to John Amos. Played with Coming to America, Good Times, all kind of crazy movies like that.
He was old Kuta Kinte.
Your mic.
Toby. His name.
Your mic
his
muted,
name
bro.
Was official. Is doing it.
Thomas Strong.
Yeah, man.
He's
Shout
Thomas
out to,
Strong, Daddy on Martin.
And y'all say, and did you say his family didn't know he died or something like that?
The sibling.
Is that what the word is on the street?
Yeah, he died a month ago, and the siblings just found out.
Oh,
he was cremated too. 9 days after.
So was it like his wife did it or something? Or?
No, the son.
Huh.
Yeah, the son did.
Wow.
Yeah, that's
crazy.
Yeah, they had filed an abuse claim against them, and it's starting to make sense now.
Against the son?
Yeah.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Wow. What if it was in his will to be cremated though?
It might have been. It might have been, but just off them allegations alone, it's kind of suspect. Like if he
still
died,
saying it's still saying your mic muted.
It is. It's
okay.
Messing up sometimes, so I'm gonna keep it off of them unless I'm talking. But
okay.
yeah, if you're a power attorney, you can do that. It was within his legal right to.
Was he power of attorney? Because I mean, just saying it and having the paperwork, two different things, though, right?
You're right. You know what I mean. But he has. You can't just do that without some kind of paperwork.
I mean, sound like he did. That's why they suing him. It sounded like he did. Man.
Yeah.
I think.
I mean, he was older too, though. I mean, he was older too, right? I mean, what he was.
You gotta imagine how old his siblings are.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering. Just from a thinking game standpoint, are they saying it's because they thought that when he died, everybody's supposed to get some money or something?
No.
Because a lot of times when somebody passed, if the person that's with them bear their responsibility, a lot of people would kind of stay away from it. It's like, well, I ain't got to pay for it. I'll let them handle it. You know what I'm saying? But it seems like when money involved, wait a minute, man, you didn't tell me he died, man.
Yeah.
Now who gonna split the money up? It's crazy, man, but that's how the world works, man. You know what I'm saying?
I want to see the accounts. I want to see the accounts.
Yeah, but you know when someone is over this stuff, like usually when people have the power of attorney, it's supposed to be the one that's gonna do right. You know
right,
what I'm
for
saying?
For sure.
But you wait almost 30 days after? Man, yeah, it's gonna be a problem because
fishy. It's definitely I smell it.
If a person is in your care, like I don't care like what happened, at least can we go to the funeral or something? But he was so mad to the point. Yeah. He was so mad to the point.
I want the truth.
That's what you tell him.
Can't handle the truth.
And senior abuse is a real thing.
Yeah. Yeah, but shout out to John Amos, man.
Yeah.
Good dude, man.
It ain't like you can get an autopsy now.
He said the king. You go to work maybe 20, 30 years, maybe you can get you a house like this.
Oh, man.
McDowell's.
Hey, McDowell's.
What do you do, son? A goat herder. A goat herder. Okay.
He got his own money.
Oh
He
yeah, when his
got
dad
his
came in, they
own
said, "Wait a
money.
minute, a prince."
Like, man, even though we wasn't born yet, man, that James Evans, man, James Evans that was a real daddy right there. Man. You
Boy,
didn't got them.
they said that he threatened the writers, man. That's why they kicked
Yeah,
him off.
yeah, because they
He,
wanted him to. I forgot what they wanted him to do, and he was like, "No."
he got tired of JJ too. He got tired of JJ doing that. Dynamite.
Right, yeah.
Man, that thing carried him his whole career, man. Shoot.
Boy,
He's still living too. That's what's crazy. He's still living, man. Cause now he like somebody's uncle. They be sitting in front of the garage drinking an 8-ball. Come here, nephew. Let me talk to you.
Yeah.
How did they get that nickname? I just thought about that before we started. How did they get that nickname? How did Old English get 8-ball for the nickname? I just thought about that.
I mean, it's the only thing you can read. It's an Old English 800.
800, yeah.
800.
Okay.
8-ball.
8-ball. Okay.
California shortened it up.
Yeah. Don't Be a Menace put that out there? Is that who put that out there? Don't Be a Menace?
No, the 8-ball been.
I mean, Menace to Society. That's why I meant to say Menace to
No,
Society.
it was like 80s. It was like the 80s.
Okay.
That was a California term.
Yeah, 8-ball and Cisco, boy, those are crazy dudes. You do go crazy, man.
I can't imagine, drinking a 40 in one sitting. You know what I mean? Like 20, 20 minutes. You done took out a whole 40. You know what I mean? You want another one.
Man, that's crazy. Man, that's a lot. 40 ounces is a lot.
It really ain't that much, but I'm just
saying. A deuce is a lot to drink at one time. A deuce, I double that.
No. Everybody who say that, I be like, drink 40 ounces of water. See how hard that is. Like, nah, I can't do that, fam. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you didn't.
And then they made the way they made the bottle though. They tried to make the bottle look like it wasn't that much. How they had it shaped.
And then you start doing math, like, damn, man.
Like,
yeah, man, a deuce, a tall can. I mean, the can is what that big, a deuce.
Yeah, man,
and a lot of people can't even
320 ounces.
Yeah, that's right. A 20-ounce steak is a lot. That's a lot of shit. I mean, 12 ounces, you be like, man, I don't feel have to go to town. But 20 ounces, you be, what was it Family Vacation with John Candy? But that was more than 20 ounces, though. When he was eating that steak, he was sweating.
Yeah.
He was sweating.
Yeah, tomato. Hey,
all right, man. It's time to cook, man. Criticizing parents, so these kids that want to be grown. Criticizing parents. When does a teen individual accountability start? And I got a video to go with this too when we get done talking about it.
You can smell yourself and you start washing yourself. It's your responsibility to wash your butt, brush your teeth. It's your responsibility to conduct yourself accordingly outside of this house. In the house with me, you have my protection. When you out there, I can't control the police and then your teachers. They're going to see you as a man, and they might defend themselves against it. You know what I mean? So that's why respect is a very valuable lesson to teach at home before they get out there in the world.
Yeah. What do you think, Phil?
Me, I think probably about 12, maybe.
That's a good one, yeah.
Maybe about 11 to 12. But yeah, just accountability, be like, because I think they was teaching that in the Bible too. Like, no, once you get this certain amount of age, like you responsible for your own
age
sins.
of accountability.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I'm gonna play this video real quick. Let me show this video.
That don't mean you ready though.
Oh yeah, I mean some people 18, 21, 25. I'm still a kid. You know what I mean? And the prison's gonna.
When did you come here to Indiana State Prison?
Oh, well, I came here in 1989 at the age of 15 years old. I was actually convicted of the crime that I'm here for at the age of 13 years old.
And what was the crime?
Double homicide. So I committed a double homicide at the age of 13 years old. At the age of 15, my case had ran its...
I just thought he said that like nonchalantly, like double homicide.
You say it fast, don't hit as hard.
He was 87, man. That's crazy. 22.
And they was charging a 13-year-old as an adult.
I
in
mean,
the
he did a
ages of
double
crazy.
homicide. That's a kid crime? That's a kid crime?
Yeah,
Double homicide?
no. It's not the crime. It's the age of the person. I don't care what heinous, like if a 7-year-old does something, kills, press a button, derail a train, and it kills 100 people, a child still did that.
He was 15 though.
I mean, he was still a child in my eyes.
Double homicide, all right.
Course through the court, and I was sent here to this prison in 1989.
Double homicide at the age of 13.
13, yes.
Oh wow, 13.
That's very, very young.
It's tragic, to say the least, and it is very young. Absolutely, it's unheard of. You know, wow, it's unspeakable, to say the least. Even reflecting on it, almost 25 years later. In August, it'll be 25 years since that crime took place. It's still very vivid. It's still very poignant. It still resonates, and it still has the same amount of tragic elements involved in it now as it did then. And it will always be with me for the rest of my life. Always says like an albatross around my neck. No matter where I go or what I do for the rest of my life, it'll always be with me.
What were the circumstances which led up to the incident which led you in prison at the age of 15?
He's like a Cuban link.
Me and a friend had basically planned to get money to go to a fair, and to do so we're going to cut grass, and we went to a home basically, and they said they didn't want their grass cut, and rather than continue on the vein and go to the next home, we decided to push into the home essentially, and it ended in a double homicide. It's that simple. And for our complicity in that crime, I was sentenced to 170 years, 170.
You got a sentence of 170 years.
Yeah.
However you cut that,
That shouldn't be possible.
you are not going to get out of here.
I'm eligible for parole when I turn 100 years old.
Have you ever thought about all the things that you have missed?
Man, boy said he got 170 years.
Yeah.
That shouldn't be possible,
Man.
and
Why
that's
shouldn't
cruel
it be
unusual
possible?
punishment. And why did they put a 15-year-old in there with the grown men? He should have been in the juvenile system until
He probably started out there.
No. He said they took me to this place.
No, yeah. And that's why we always tell kids you really need to think before you do. You see what he said? He said they was going to do the right thing to cut the grass. And then they didn't want to get their grass cut. So they said, I wonder, did he spark that idea or did his homeboy spark that idea? Somebody sparked that idea.
But you got to think about this. Look at that. They were thinking like children.
Yeah.
They were trying to get money to go to a fair. They weren't trying to rob a bank. They weren't trying to buy drugs. They weren't trying to be kingpins. They just wanted to go ride rides at the fair like little kids. And they stepped into big boy crime. But look at the mindset. You know, that's what.
Yeah.
And then notice he said that instead of going to another house to ask them if they want their grass cut, they decided to go into the house, kick in the door of the house.
Yeah. Because they've been turned around probably so many times like that.
Yeah.
That's why sometimes, well, when I said in the SWATs, like when somebody offered to cut my grass, I'd be like, how much you charge? Yeah, go on cut it. Because I don't want them to come back and be like, man, we finna rob.
Well, here's the thing, too. You know, if one or two things happen, they could have went to jail, or what if the other person had a gun and went in the house? They could have got killed, too. So
see, Willie Manchester, he ain't gonna care.
Boy, Willie Manchester gonna put that shotgun out. Boy had the hunting rifle, man. What, 18-inch barrel, it seemed like he had. But yeah, man, that's what we're trying to tell these kids. When you become a teen, man, you know, you be thinking like, man, they're going to charge me as a kid, but that's not always the case, man. You can't make a decision thinking it's going to go this way. Like, he wasn't able to pick, hey, I want to be charged as a 15-year-old. It don't work like that when you do stuff like a double homicide.
Yeah.
You're pretty much leaving it up to somebody else to make that decision or what your life going to be. You know what I'm saying? Off of probably a 5-minute decision or maybe even 10 minutes. I don't know. But it's tough, man.
And
hate it for that brother, man. But
they gotta learn, you know, once you step into that thinking you're an adult, man, you're gonna have to pay that price, brother.
Yeah, some mistakes you can't make.
And they teach us that when we young, like, oh yeah, man, they gonna let you out, you a juvenile.
Oh yeah, when they trying to convince you to do something, you hold the work real quick. You know what I mean? They ain't gonna charge you. This your first offense and things like that. Like so, your criminal record sometimes is like your credit score, and you're gonna mess up your credit score at 7, 8, 9, 10 because Big Cuz told you it was gonna be straight, and it's not straight, and now it's hard for you to get into college and all these other things. And Mike talk about it all the time. It's a difference between public defender and a paid lawyer.
A $10,000 difference now, probably.
In the world, if they found the murder weapon and they knew these two kids did this, that they would go all the way to trial and let them kids end up getting 170 years. Somebody should have made a deal like, hey, plea bargain, something.
Or guess what happens? You do that and you kill the wrong two people. That can happen too. One decision, it could just be like a double whammy. You kill some, and it be some people that's politically charged. I don't know, because you kill this group of people. You kill an apple, it look way bigger than if you kill oranges. You know what I'm saying? Oh, he killed 2 apples. We're gonna give him the max. Yeah, we'll give him the max. So that's man. And like I say, decisions can happen so fast you don't realize that you made that decision. That's why you got to slow down and think. It's a game, thinking game. That's why you got to think. But y'all got anything else before we go to this pick one? So this happened I think it's over the weekend, something like that. Pick one. Cam Newton or Eli Manning. They said Eli Manning may go to the Hall of Fame. And Cam said if Eli go to the Hall of Fame, they got to give me 2 jackets. So who you think better, Eli Manning or Cam Newton? I talked about this on a sports podcast last night. You know,
it's a clear choice that I would go with Cam, but it's not about talent. It's not about how far you can throw it, how accurately you can throw it, how fast you can run, how strong you are. It's the accomplishments that get you in the hall. Because Bo Jackson, Calvin Johnson, a lot of people would be just like what Calvin Johnson is, but Sterling Sharp, you know what I mean, would be in there if it went off talent. But it's accomplishments. He won those games. He made those throws. Matter of fact, luckily he beat the best team ever created. With the Randy Moss was playing with the Patriots.
Yeah,
he did that. He didn't have the arm strength. He didn't have the speed. He wasn't as smart or cerebral as his brother.
I think he still was at 99 awareness. Compared to Cam, I think he still probably had 99 awareness. He just didn't have the raw talent skills. But
I'm not giving him that.
But he had a big games. Big games, yeah. Yes. I think he did.
I think luck is a stat that we can't put up on there.
So when he threw that fade route to Plaxico, that was luck. When he win the game, that was luck. Huh? That was luck?
It looked good. I didn't like it.
Okay. He's just being biased, my friend. You're not being objective. See, I think Cam is like that creative player quarterback. You know, he'd be like all the raw attributes, but the awareness be like 76 or 86 awareness or something like that. He won't have like 90 awareness. Because he really wasn't like the greatest pocket passer. He could pass the ball, but I don't think he could throw like an out route in the window and stuff like that. I don't think he did that kind of passing.
Good.
Huh?
He could. He could make.
But he didn't. I'm not saying he could, but he didn't. I didn't see him do it that much. Like I didn't see him throw a seam routes and stuff like that. I didn't see him do the route tree. I see him throw a receiver that's wide open. Anybody can do that.
I mean, I've seen him hit Steve Smith and I've seen him take Greg Olsen as a tight end to the Pro Bowl, all in the scene, down the field. Skinny post.
Because when he went to the Broncos, if he had the runners like I'm saying he would have. If they blitzed me, I need to start throwing intermediate to shorter passes. If they blitzing me instead of trying to run.
As a quarterback, if they don't give you the range, you don't have all of that control you see over the team. Skinny, you know what I mean? Even when Michael Vick came back, he was very limited what he could do by the coaches, you know what I mean? And they can just take you right on out. You're not that.
You're not taking Michael Vick and Cam Newton out the game. They call it audible.
Yes, the time
not Michael Vick.
He was the MVP. He was the MVP that year they went to the Super Bowl, right?
Oh yeah,
You're not taking him out.
I was just gonna touch on
I'm
that.
talking about later in his career.
Later, sure. I'm talking about when he was.
When he was that guy in Carolina, he called his own plays with the sneaks, rushes, things like that.
I guess what I'm saying is Eli. I think Eli had a better overall team than Cam. I give Cam that. I mean, I think he had one of the best D lines. Eli did, but what I'm saying is, some about Eli, he do stuff in big time moments or something like that. He always had some weird, like he did something like some kind of pass that it made sense for him to make. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
so
I think. Go ahead, John.
Now, if you go with skills, every down skills, attributes, you go with Cam Newton.
Yeah, for sure.
But Eli made a whole career, made those Super Bowls off big plays, playing mediocre and then winning counts. That's a skill, and that's what got him in the Hall of Fame. His brother's
and he got 2 Super Bowl MVPs too, right?
Exactly. No, he does that. He has all the jewelry and all the awards. But like I say, I'll take he's won more Super Bowls than Peyton. Peyton's a better quarterback. You know what I mean? It's just the 100%. Situation of what he was in. Eli's lucky he makes the big play. But I'm sorry, I'm gonna stop talking to Method man. There you go, Peel.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Eli too. Even though I love Cam as a player too, but just him making that statement like, yeah, you was good, but your offensive line, they let you down. Cause once he was doing this Superman stuff, it was like, okay. I think you said something that rubbed people the wrong way.
Now, when he got them pork and bean dreads. I think when he changed, I think mid-career, I really think that Super Bowl changed dude, man, because he was getting taxed by Von Miller and DeMarcus Ware. Man. They was lighting dude up. He never kind of was the same after that. He kind of changed, man. He started.
I don't know what that man did.
He took a lot of punishment. Man.
Yeah, I don't know what he did. The league didn't like him, but he was supposed to produce on that high level, but it just never came out. But then Eli would have regular trashy seasons, get in the playoffs, and then he just wins. He wins. It maybe don't look good, maybe don't look pretty, but that's what gets you the Hall of Fame jacket. That's what keeps you in the league. You know what I mean? He went on a rant like, I'm better than more than half of the quarterbacks still in the league, but you're outside of the league and you're better than them.
And you'll still pick Cam? You making the case for Eli?
No. I mean, that's why.
I'm just saying you making the case for Eli.
No,
making the case for him.
But he also did.
No, what are we picking? Who? If I needed to win a game, or
it's up to you.
Better,
pick one.
Better
it's up to you.
Athlete, that's what I'm picking. Now, I'm not picking the greatest quarterback between them because Eli's got the jewelry. He's got the trophies. I'm not picking that because that's undeniable. You know what I mean? Cam just.
I'm just talking about off attributes. I'm just talking about pure attributes. Like,
if you go with Eli, your special needs.
No, you win. You're gonna win Super Bowl. You're gonna win because he's about winning. He's not trying to.
No.
Cam is trying to make ESPN.
No.
Cam is trying to make ESPN.
That's not an attribute. That's not an attribute. You know what I mean?
He's trying to make ESPN.
You said attributes.
Yeah,
he did.
You know what I mean? Now,
but Eli awareness.
Players.
The best attribute. What's the best attribute?
As a quarterback, being able to. If you combine attributes overall,
what's the best attribute?
One strength,
awareness.
But if you can't throw the ball, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Guess what? Cam has more tools. I'm gonna pick
not the awareness, but he didn't have the awareness.
That's what you're saying. That's what you're gonna. That's who
he would have lasted in the league if he had the awareness. He'd still be in the league if he had the awareness.
No, you know what? That's off the field awareness. He did some
because he went to the Patriots. He went to another team. He went to the Patriots. It didn't pan out. But for Bill Belichick.
But that system wasn't for him either. That system wasn't for him.
Eli played for the Giants his whole career.
Yeah, because that system fit him. Then after that,
but they had different coaches.
What they made that system fit him. And a lot of systems in the league don't know how to use a mobile quarterback. You know what I mean? when they can pocket pass and things like that. They use their legs to basically escape.
Yeah.
Mhm.
All right, guys, it was a good debate. I like that. Say overcoming circumstances. What's some of the ways to overcome tough situations? I know we talked about this Tuesday. You didn't have a chance to come on, John. What do you think some of the ways a kid can overcome, like say living in the 6'5", you know what I'm saying? Westgate.
Staying motivated, skills, knowledge, seeing better, sometimes help you do better. You know what I mean? Wanting better for yourself. You know what I mean? These are all just little things that you could do. None of them are easy,
No,
but a
they're
lot
not
of times
easy.
you do what
You
you
can do
see,
it.
and you normalize sometimes uh, being in a violent environment. This is
Mm.
normal. Immoral behavior is normal. Stealing, not going to school, academics aren't prioritized. But to kind of be different and kind of set yourself aside, no matter what environment you're in. Just because you can't see that positivity, don't need mean you can still search for it and strive for it. Definitely not an easy thing to do.
And guess what? And then when you decide to go the opposite way, guess what? They're gonna talk about you. You probably gonna be perceived as something other than what you want to be perceived. But if you're trying to overcome, you got to be able to have the tough skin to take that. You know what I'm saying? Understand that this is because I'm different. I'm not gonna go with what the herd is doing. You know what I'm saying? What you think, Phil?
If you want to be the same, act the same.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Like I said, I agree with both of y'all. But yeah, yeah. Like I say, if someone make fun of you because you going the right way, that ain't the crowd you need to be around anyway.
Yeah.
Cause I don't. Everybody out there hung around. They was like, yeah, keep doing it, keep doing it. That's what I'm talking about. Cause
Yeah.
you give them hope, and
I can be a witness to that. Like, when they seen us playing football, or you know what I mean. Hey, where y'all game at? You know what I mean. Y'all keep playing.
mm-hmm,
Whether we was running around Westgate, you know what I mean. Motivation. I'm going to go see y'all. Don't mess with them. That's the little basketball star or football star. Hey, that's the guy would always get the books. But hey, my projects was more like a community. You know what I mean. Yeah,
yeah,
drug people, drug dealers was there,
mm-hmm,
drug fiends were there. You know what I mean? They robbed, stealed. I saw,
Man.
people get killed.
Yeah.
But the kids that belong there. You know what I mean?
And
And
shout
I
out
ain't
to
never
what's the
heard
name?
about a kid get kidnapped out there, and we was just out there everywhere. So thank God.
Man, you heard of mishaps though. You remember that close call dude? Hey, shit, they tried to give him. They tried to give him to get
Oh
in the
no, I
trunk.
mean, no. There was definitely violence. You
Close
know what I
calls.
mean?
Yeah.
So,
mm-hmm,
um, so when you see somebody empty a clip in a car, you know what I
mm-hmm.
mean. I really wasn't even scared. I just like pop, pop. You know what? That's not for me. I'm going in the
Yeah,
house.
that
You
ain't
know
for
what I
me.
mean?
Yeah.
Stayed in the
Mm-hmm.
house. Sirens came on. Then came out. Then I
No,
started
I'm talking
looking
about the dude. They told him to get in the trunk. He had to think. It was a thinking
Yeah.
game for real. It was a thinking game for real.
Yeah.
It's like get in the trunk. Like, nah, he just took off running.
he got
Yeah.
shot in the butt, but you know what I mean.
Hey,
He
hey,
lived,
it's
and he
better to
wasn't
get
in
in the
somebody's
trunk.
basement.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Cause like when I say we stayed on out 6'5" in Butler for like maybe like 2 years. And it was so wild out there. You know Butler Apartments then,
It's right
John.
across from Westgate. He know what it
Yeah,
is. Right across from
Yeah.
Westgate.
That's what I'm saying.
dark
Cause
street. I mean, that's just a dark, crooked street.
that's it. It was so dark. I was like, man. Nighttime
You
you
got to
Oh
drive in the
man.
middle of the street. You know what I mean? Unless a car coming, and you drive to the side when another car coming.
man. And I think I was probably like maybe pre-K or kindergarten. Maybe. Maybe. I'm pushing. Man, I saw some of the worst stuff out there. I was like, I thought Highland Court was bad. This is even worse. I'm like,
Mm.
God. But
You think it was worse than
everybody,
Highland Park? You think it was worse than Highland Park? I mean Highland Court?
listen, that's what I'm
Man, you
trying to tell
crazy.
you.
Man, nah, I
Listen,
don't think it was worse than Highland Court.
listen, that's what I'm trying to tell you. I'm like, even in Highland Court, everybody when people say Highland Park, I get it, but I was like, no, like Highland is Highland Court. Man.
But people still talk about Highland Court to this day. You say,
Yeah,
you remember Highland Court? They'll say, yeah.
bad. Like my mama stayed
Even,
there and my auntie
even
stayed
when
there.
you ride by Madison Heights, they still say that's Highland Court. That ain't Madison Heights. That's
Man,
Highland
I
Court.
was like, you go from this area to this, and I was like, gosh,
And
like
that's the thing when we was talking to these kids about being grown. You got to
mm,
realize if your money ain't right, it's tough out here, man. That's the only place you can afford. That's the tough part. You don't
but
realize that until you start making money. You're like, wait a
but
minute, I need to get my money together. I don't want to
li-
live there. You
listen,
know what I'm
but
saying?
that's one of the things. Like Joe was saying, like it was a community also. Cause I was like,
Yeah, for
even
sure.
though the bad stuff that was going on, like they wasn't. You couldn't mess with the kids. You couldn't do none of it. Like no,
I
you
think it's the kids seeing it though. Sometimes it ain't even messing with the kids. It's just some
yeah.
kids see it, and
Th-
it's gonna have an effect on you. Seeing somebody
uh,
get shot at, or seeing
Yeah,
somebody,
yeah,
get the break. Like
it's
seeing
out.
somebody get hit with a monkey wrench, like the sound
Yeah,
they make. That'll mess with you, man. Like that sound will stick with you.
yeah,
Like it's like a messed up sound. You poof, see somebody get hit
yeah.
with a Allen wrench or something. You're like, man, this dude just got hit with a crowbar, man. I ain't never seen
Man,
that. You
no,
know.
it in Highland Court, we saw it was the shootings and
Oh yeah,
stuff.
100%.
But in Butler, it was the shootings and like it was like the stabbings and the women they was getting beat on and some more stuff. Like, man, you
Yeah.
saying that you like one of my friends that one I don't even know their last name. I don't even think I ever knew their
Don't
last
even say
name.
their name at all. How about that? Just don't say their name at all.
Yeah, but cause I've been looking for them, and I ran into
Yeah,
one of them like
yeah.
probably like 18 years ago. But they
Mm.
mama used to be the one that was getting beat on, and the stepdaddy put her head through the front window.
So think about this. Where in your mind, or how rough do you got
That
to be
makes
in
me
your
feel
mind to
uncomfortable.
even do that? Like, I always just think people think about this. Like, he just said a dude put his girlfriend head through the window.
Yeah,
How do you go to this far in your head where you even think that's an option to do? You think about
man.
this, and it's a lot of people out there floating around like that.
And hey John, that was on Front Street.
Yeah, I believe it.
That Butler, that's on Front. I'm talking about Front Street. Like,
That's why anger. People
yeah,
saying you can get angry and be healthy. Sometimes people, it ain't good for them to get mad because you can
yeah,
get mad and happen just like that. You know what I'm saying? Now
yeah.
domestic violence. You know, you doing 2.5 years in the pen.
Like you really have to become like, uh, what's the word you want to call it?
Don't say desensitized yet, but it probably
Yeah, you have to
yeah,
be
Well,
like
you do.
immune to it. You like
Yeah,
damn this. I
just to
thought,
survive it. And then how
yeah,
you
yeah,
supposed to be normal or overcome that? You know what I mean? When it's normal for you to see your mama head get knocked in between the wash and dryer.
no.
yeah.
That's why I always wonder what happened to him because I was like I ran into one, but the other brother I was like, damn man, I wonder where Malcolm at.
Yeah. And I think that's a lot of things that just people don't talk about, like what these
Hmm.
kids see. You're like, man, you're not seeing Reading Rainbow all the time. You're not seeing PBS. You're not seeing Sesame
Yeah,
Street. You know,
yeah,
you on 65th Street. It's a difference. You know
man.
what I'm
But as a
saying?
little boy, how do you handle conflicts in relationships? Like, when my mama got out of line, my daddy just kind of popped her
Yeah.
real good, you know what I
Uh,
mean? And that's
And that's what
normal.
I'm saying. If you don't learn something else, that could be your reality. Some dudes, I mean, that's their reality. That's all they know. You know what I'm saying? And we said that on last Tuesday, talking to parents. Your lifestyle raise your kids just as much as what you say. You know what I'm saying?
mhm.
Your lifestyle, how you live. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
I
And if
knew that
that's your
wasn't.
lifestyle, it's gonna fall. Some of that's gonna fall to your kids. The collateral damage of your lifestyle. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying? So
it wasn't an option for me. Hey man, that thing on Butler, I was like, man, I remember son got stabbed like the building behind us. Son got stabbed like quite a few times. And then, you saw, we outside at night.
Yeah.
Sometimes parents was like, they outside, they with their friend. Man, son got stabbed, I don't know how many times. But when we got up the next morning, you just see the trail.
The bloods on the country.
That's it.
now,
You
now
just
here's
saw
the
the
thing too,
trail.
right?
Like, what?
Here's the thing you learn about living in the hood too, right? You see stuff like that, right? The stabbing,
Yeah.
and then the street start talking. I'm not saying he did this, but sometimes the justice of the streets is crazy too. Because like I say, fiends do stuff. Like I say, might get some drugs from a dude, don't pay him. Keep avoiding them. Or talk crazy to him. I ain't paying you nothing, man. Next thing you know, you see a dude get hit in the head with a monkey wrench or something. You like, it's like what? It's crazy. Like we was talking about with Suge Knight. Dude steal, 10K from you. You hustling for, he steal 10K from you. You see his finger get mashed by a sledgehammer. What do you? I mean, is that justice? I mean, I'm saying in the streets, that's justice. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's crazy.
That's when you have to separate. Like, dang, do I really want to be a part of this for the rest of my life?
Some people, that's their life. Some people, they cool with it. I mean, you gotta be a sociopath. Some people are so crazy though. We gotta admit that there are some people that are crazy though. Like they live for that kind of stuff. They literally live for that kind of stuff. They're like Michael Myers, but a regular version of Michael Myers.
Yeah,
they be waiting for that. How much he owe you, man? Let's go get him, man. We can get him right now.
They lying to themselves, but yeah.
Man, some people crazy. I'm telling you, some people crazy, bro.
I know people crazy, but and then when you finally talk to them, you be like, dang, it was just a product of your environment.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, it's a tough one. So pick one. If you got to get something to drink real quick, you got to run to the store. You picking Bonners or Pick Pack?
Get something to drink?
Definitely going to Bonners. That ain't no choice.
You ain't going to Pick Pack, man?
Bonners is closed now, and I might still go to Bonners.
So you gotta have that pistol. You go to Pick Pack. You gotta have that pistol on you, man.
Still go. I don't even know the name of the new store. I just called it.
Nah, forget it. It's Pick Pack. It's always be Pick Pack, man. Yeah,
and they got the dirty. I don't see concrete like asphalt like I see there. The concrete is so dirty. Like I mean,
is this brown? Is this brown? No, that's dirt, man. We ain't got no pressure washer, man.
I've seen bro. I've been there probably about 6 times, and I've seen so much stuff happen there, and I don't even really
Pick Pack.
I seen somebody get hit and with a bottle of. You know what? They got hit and the bottle fell and broke. I'm a kid, so I'm remembering it in fragments. When you see somebody just spit out a mouthful of blood, man, it's crazy. You know what I mean? As a kid, you know what I mean? So, man, memories.
Always some fiends hanging around there. I don't know why.
Always.
You can go by there right now. You can go by Pick Pack right now.
When it Pick Pack clean, like where I didn't see nobody out, or I had to speak to somebody.
And it's right down the street from the new police precinct. Man, still be fiends.
Like, look. Now, if you would have asked me this 20 years ago, I probably would have went to Pick Pack. But like I say, like them early years. I remember when it was just, it was still Pick Pack then, but it was bad. But now, nah. And my uncle probably right outside the store, right? Outside the store now.
But guess what? We didn't see nothing like when we was younger. We didn't really see nothing wrong with it. It's just a stove.
Yeah, it's just a stove. You know what I'm saying?
How was we going to this?
But when you go into a store and all of the cheap beers and stuff is much marketed than the regular stuff, it's like 10 sections of 8-ball, deuces, every kind of thing, and only one little freezer for like regular pops. You know what I'm saying?
Do y'all get any imports?
No.
Boiled, what is that? Pickled eggs, pickled pig feet. Like pickled pig knuckles, all the most unhealthy stuff you can imagine is in that stuff.
And that's what I'm saying. Like Pick Pack was just a liquor store, but the store that's next to it, you would think they just combined, but no.
Oh yeah, then
they go to Pick Pack before they go to this store. It's like, I go to Pick Pack. It's all good.
Yeah. I think this is Pick and Pack. I don't know.
Yeah. And then Peter's Fish Market, man.
Man, I was done with them.
I didn't go there though. I just didn't trust the dude from Vietnam. His name Peter. I don't know, man. Man. They always pick American names though. They do that though. They pick American names.
Like that.
Peter and Tom. Peter and Tom.
Your name is Raouf. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna call him what his mama call.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna go Bonners though. Yeah, Pick Pack boy. You gotta have that switch on. You go up and down.
Hey, John. I don't know if you remember that the store that was on the top of the hill.
Talking about butchers? Talking about the meat shop? Yeah,
butchers.
we used to go there.
Yeah.
You know, if you had food stamps, that's where you go.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. They wrap it in that butcher paper. You got all that meat wrapped in the butcher paper. Like you selling dope. They got it wrapped in the butcher paper.
That's like, oh, yo, that was a spot.
You get a half a pound of pork chops, 3/4 pound of ground beef, bacon.
The original Big Five.
Yeah, man, for real. Yeah, I remember that. So, setting up bad circumstances. Can a person set up a bad situation through bad decisions? I had a video, but I forgot which one it was.
I'm lost on that question.
Can a person set up a bad situation through bad decisions? I know what it is. Let me go find it. I know exactly what it is. I seen a video on Twitter where these young dudes was at a basketball game, and these dudes had guns and like duffel bags, like
the young bulls.
Man,
yeah,
you just asking for something crazy to happen. You know what I'm saying? You asking for it.
One of them young bulls had switches and everything. You know?
I was like, man, this is crazy. And he'll be the main one crying, talking about they trust me as an adult. Huh?
Same ones you catch them by themselves without it, they'll be crying.
Don't do it.
Man. No, man, I ain't do that, big bro, man. No, man.
Come on, twin. Don't do it.
And you know they ain't got. I was like, man, y'all know they ain't got guns in jail, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, they ain't got guns in jail.
I ain't fighting nobody, man. You know, man, it's too hot out here to be fighting. I'm shooting. Yep. First body you get, they taking your gun. You know what I mean? You know.
All right, let me go right here. Oh, I should have did that. That's all good. Look at this, man.
We not even gonna play like that for no grade. Y'all see them killers in here? Hey, stop playing with my sweaties. Hey, I know how y'all coming, shorty.
Man, that's crazy.
What's that word, man? It's about 100 glickers in this bitch.
All them young.
All them young.
They trying to beat dude year count. You know what I mean? They trying to beat 170. You know, you in a school, you on school property, that's gonna escalate the crime. And this shows, I'm gonna be racist for a second. This shows really black people ain't school shooters like that. If you see other with that type of artillery, they got something on their mind. You know what I mean? And they gonna get some people. You know what I mean? But I don't know. This culture is cool to put somebody else's life in danger like that. You know what I mean, bro? Fight it out.
Yeah, that's what popular, man. Good luck with the switch, man. That's what popular. Man.
Yeah, and like the stuff that they be having, I'll be like, well, y'all damn near be having military type of stuff, and you can be.
We not in Afghanistan.
You can be way better than that, but use it for the right stuff, but not just.
See, back then it was only like one or two dudes that just had those kind of guns. They was a little crazy. Like, man, this dude got more guns than GoldenEye. You know what I'm saying? Like James Bond GoldenEye, man. But now, I guess stuff is so much cheaper now. Guns and stuff now, it's easier to access now. But,
it's not necessarily really cheaper, you know what I mean? But if you in that life,
a high point, how much you get a high point? Was like 150.
Boy, that cheap ass gun, that motherfucker. I got one.
They'll drill you with it. You get drilled with it though.
That was about $70.
Yeah, you get drilled. Hey, somebody drill you with it though.
And you got 50 shots in a clip, and it's shooting that fast in a barrel this long. You know what I mean? You'll be lucky to hit the person you're shooting at, but you're going to hit everybody else too.
You're going to hit everybody else, yep.
Except the right person, but yeah, that stuff crazy though.
See, that's how you set up a bad situation. You got a bag full of guns, somebody talk crazy to you, and now you got it. Now you be thinking about, man, I should go ahead and shoot this dude. You're making a bad decision, and now you're going to be doing 170-something years. in the pen.
Because it's different when somebody make you mad and you sitting on that type of artillery. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like I say, Chicago and LA is a little bit different. It's way
If you go over
not
there on Pine Street
And
and Oak
Detroit,
Street, if you
no
go
no
over there
no
on
no
Pine Street and Oak
Detroit,
Street back
Memphis.
up in there,
no
they
no
drilling dudes back up in there too, bro. It's
no.
crazy over
Listen,
there. Okay.
listen when I say it's different because you can be over there, but like places like Chicago and LA and Oakland, places like that, in New York, you just guilty by association. Automatically. Like, nah.
It's like that here too.
It's like that here, but it's not like that here.
The only thing I know in Chicago though, they will press you, like for real press
For
you.
real.
I think some places like that here, we just don't go to those places. I know I don't go to those places. I ain't trying to get pressed, but it's definitely a real thing though. You can get pressed up.
Like I go places, but you know what I'm saying? Also,
you still go on Monroe? You still go back there on Monroe?
I ain't got nobody over there.
I know I'm messing with you, man.
I ain't got nobody over there, but if I was but it's not even the big cities that's pressing you now. It's like the small towns. You be like,
oh yeah, I would have. Yes, I heard Mariana, boy, they'll press you in a minute. The project, I heard they'll press you for real.
It's not even
thinking
the
it's
cities
sweet in
no
the country.
more.
They'll murder you quicker in the country, really.
That's what I'm saying. Like it's not even like back then. It used to be like the bigger cities, like they'll press you and stuff like that. But now
country
it's like
dudes always been kind of rough. I've always heard, even when I was younger, I heard the older dudes just saying how if you go to the country towns and trying to take their girls, they're messing around like Forest City. They said Forest City was rough. Oh, I never
it's
heard.
rough like that now.
Yeah, I always heard Forest City was rough. You go down there talking crazy, you want to. You don't feel the funk,
And you don't even know the difference. Like, damn, these little small little four corners. That's they thugging
always been up on game on this. Like when you go to them little small towns, man, you gotta be careful, man. Don't go down there playing, man.
Yeah.
Like parking for a city, definitely Mariana, probably Palestine. You know what I'm saying?
Like,
too many fields. In a place where there's a lot of fields, this is open space. You definitely gotta be careful, man. You definitely gotta be careful. Cause somebody could kill you and leave you in the field. You probably won't ever get found. You just your body decomposing, everything, bones and everything gone.
Man, I went to
and you was 20 feet from the road.
I went to the pound. I went to the pound a few weeks ago. And that's El Dorado for people that don't know. I have never felt that uncomfortable since probably
Highland Court?
No, it was I felt comfortable there. I probably haven't felt that uncomfortable in years. I'm talking about like 20-some years, like uncomfortable. Like,
did they press you or just because you was in a different surrounding? Oh,
it was them young boys thugging out there. I was like,
yeah, I bet.
Oh no,
I bet.
Oh, this is you got to be careful about the hat you wear down here.
Okay. Yeah, I believe it.
Like,
yeah.
In this little small town.
Here, man.
In a small town.
Man. You gotta be careful out here, man. You better be careful, man.
Like, what's the last name?
So pick one. The Mustang LX or the Grand National Regal. Which one you?
Grand National.
Grand National.
Yeah.
I
think this is gonna be a quick one.
Yeah, I'm going with the Mustang, man.
Look,
he wouldn't.
Mustang.
Hey, if they was giving him out, he'll see us with Grand Nationals, man. I'm gonna take this Mustang back, bro.
No, I'm gonna get the Mustang, man.
Mustang glad.
Man, shout out to Snow and Willie, man. That's one of the best Mustangs, man. Yeah, shout out to them, man. I think Snow, he had the wide body Mustang. Your model, he had like the Batmobile coming down the street in them mugs, like the fender was sticking out. Like, man, that's crazy, man.
They gonna be broke down.
Yeah, I like Grand National too. I probably go Grand National because I'm a GM dude all day. But
we're gonna be broke down on the road. Damn,
not the ones they had, not the ones like Willie and stuff. They had a Mustang one. I think Willie had one with a supercharge on it.
Nah,
they coming inside like a race car.
They bringing them back though. We
was bringing the kids home the other day, rolling through downtown. They was riding through. It was a dude like a group of Mustang. They was riding through there. Yeah.
All right, I gotta go, y'all. See y'all later.
All right, bro. We figure to close out. All right, bro, we catch you.
You just got here. What are you doing? No.
So you gotta go.
Already.
Gotta go season that cake.
Yeah, man. Flapjacks.
All right, the last slide. Corporate scenario. I think you probably talk about this probably more than he would because it's kind of political, I guess. How will companies react to the port strikes? What you think gonna happen, bro?
You know, somebody keep calling. If people don't panic, it'll be all right.
Yeah.
Be all right.
For sure.
But just don't panic, pay attention to what's coming in. That lets you know people don't know business as it is.
No, they don't. They just listen to the news, bro. Come
Yeah.
on. Yeah, that's why I was saying how many people really know about politics, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Like I said, people were buying tissue and all that. Like that it's gonna come in, but people stocking up like it's gonna be the end of the world. If it's the end of the world, ain't nothing we can do about that.
Man, when you live in the hood, man, they always out of stuff anyway.
Mm-hmm.
I can go in Dollar General right now. They be like half of the store ain't stocked. It's just sitting on the floor.
You just get what you can. So just get what you can.
Now I know if you got a house full of girls, that is tough not to have enough tissue.
Yeah,
that's tough.
Because they gonna go through some tissue.
Boy, like the Cookie Monster.
Yeah,
I
one
like
ply,
tissue.
two ply.
I am the tissue monster.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, boy.
And that's when you learn the difference between one ply and two ply.
And then too, man, I told him on the podcast yesterday, you got to control your spending habits. You got to slow it down. Like I asked him, can you go a whole day without spending nothing? Some people can't. They got to get something. They got to get a honey bun. They got to go by the gas station. I've been there. I raised my hand. I've been there. Well, it's like going a whole day without spending nothing. You got to really challenge yourself. Like, wait a minute, I didn't have to buy that. Why did I buy that for? I didn't have to buy that.
And didn't even need it.
Didn't even need it, just cause. Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
But I might need it.
But I was saying, like, if you put gas in your car and grocery shop and your refrigerator is full of groceries, you can make your own food. Now, can you go the next day without buying nothing?
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people can't do that though. That's a hard habit to build on. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that's what you're gonna have to do, man. You got to cut back. You got to scale back on your spending, man. A lot of the extra going out to eat, you probably don't need to go out to eat.
You don't
cook at home.
Like and a lot of businesses gonna suffer too, cause
for sure.
Yeah,
100%.
they have to understand, like
a lot of people gonna get laid off. That's gonna happen too.
And it's gonna be more so of the people that's making the $500,000 to $600,000 a year. That's why you say
the thing about those people though, even if they get laid off, they get a golden parachute too. So they not tripping. It's the regular people that get laid off. When you making $500,000, you got a severance package, and you probably can get unemployment too. And think about how much your unemployment is when you making $500,000. That's probably crazy. You probably making 5 racks a week, if not more.
And but that's if you you have control of your spending, or you will get something like, oh man, I make $500,000 a year. I can afford the $2,000.
You still living check to check. You don't need a $200,000 car because you making $500,000. Yeah, I'm gonna go get me a Bentley now. You know what I'm saying? You don't need no $200,000 car. Yeah, that's when you get the Grand National. When you making 500 racks, that's when you get the Mustang and the Grand National.
Yeah. We're playing,
with gold dating and still be straight. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
you making that much money. That's what I do anyway. Why you finna get a new car? Nah, I'm gonna go buy this old Mustang, get it out this dude's yard. See if I can get it for about $500. Fix it up.
That's it. Like I work a 9-to-5 job, just like quite a few people, but I still do my entrepreneur stuff, and people might take it as a joke, but I'm like, bro, I'm trying to be done, retired by the time I'm 50.
That was up.
Like it seems like far stretch for people that don't know. Like, no, I want I want to do this. Now, if I have to, if I'm forced into it, that's different. It's like, hey man, you know what? I've been making people money anyway, so.
I'm telling you, I'm gonna put it out there. Lord bless me to do this law school thing that I've been trying to get done. Man, listen, I ain't retired. I'm trying to make 6 figures till I can't do it no more. I'm be like my guy Ray Hanley that I used to work with at the job. That dude was like 70. That dude was like 70 some years old, making like 400,000. Man, they had to. I think his health. He had to retire because of his health. He was making 400 racks, man, being the CEO, man, like straight chilling, man. And I was like, when I used to go to his office and work on his stuff, he just be in his office chilling, man. Just chilling. They had to sign stuff off and stuff like that, but he be in there talking about bikes and stuff, going on excursions. He go like South Africa, like on an excursion. Like he don't have to do nothing. He just pay. They fly him there. They have like a escort. They got like Sprinter vans and all that.
Yeah.
They just take them place to place, ride their bikes, get back in the Sprinter van, go back to the hotel. Probably eating the best food and stuff like that. That's why people be saying that's what money do. Like, you know what I'm saying? What do you do with that much money? That's what money do. You get to do stuff like that.
Yeah. And also, you might not have like all the money in the world, but some is better than none.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
Like I was talking to I always get pulled with the older cats, no matter where I'm at.
Yeah.
I always get pulled with the older cats. And rest in peace, Mr. Jared. Man, I think son was like maybe 6 months from retiring before he got killed. 6 months before he got killed.
Wow.
And that's why to this day I still be like, you know what? I might not have all the money, but some is better than none. So I'm still gonna enjoy myself while I can, because nothing is promised.
Nothing is promised, right? Yeah.
As long as you got, your insurance policy is paid up, and hey man, I might not be here, but y'all gonna be good.
Yeah, for sure.
So
yeah, I think I want to do it for inspirational reasons too. I want to let the kids know that somebody that grew up in the same place where you grew up could do it. So that means if I could do it, you could do it. You know what I'm saying?
You
if I could do it, you could do it.
You made
If a class clown from Southwest, every teacher could do it. You could do it too.
Man.
Oh, man, but yeah.
Bro.
Because, man, a lot of the older dudes, black dudes I know, they're making that much money. They're not actually doing work. They're actually just more consulting than they is actually work. And they always moving around. They never in one place. Always moving around, but making straight racks, man. You know what I'm saying? You gotta think of, was it the dudes, the black senators, like Walker? Dude probably was back then was making 6 figures as a senator.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He probably was making 200 racks back then, if not more. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about? The Walker, Senator Walker, his wife used to work.
I remember the name, but I don't remember.
Yeah, his wife used to work in there with Miss Brown. His wife used to work in there with Miss Brown.
Yeah,
we was in like 12th grade. I think we was in 12th grade.
I think I ran into her it was some years ago. I think probably like 10 years ago. She's still so sweet. No.
That sounds so crazy.
I take that back. It was just last summer, this summer.
Yeah.
This summer.
Yeah.
Man, that woman still so. I think it was this summer.
Yeah, she was always pretty humble. It's pretty cool.
That woman so that I was like, she didn't raise her voice. She didn't do nothing. She was like, okay.
Man, when you got money, man, money do. Man. Making that kind of money, you don't have to raise your voice. See, like the broke people, when you broke, you're always raising your voice when you broke. When you got money, though, it's people that I've seen with money, they always cool, laid back. Hey, it's okay, man.
Man.
Just keep working, man. You'll get it. Just keep going, man. Just keep going.
And like I say, I always wondered, like my grandma, I got both my grandmas worked in the school district, but one was an educator, and one was just worked in the cafeteria. So you kind of like it's like the
So
best of both worlds type stuff.
so do you see? The thing is, I wonder like, have they ever thought about doing something different, or they just was
Yeah,
comfortable doing that in the cafeteria, like were they just comfortable? Did she ever think about being a teacher? And she's like, I don't want to do that.
no, like her teaching was once them kids came over, like the neighborhood kids came
Yeah.
over. That was her teaching moment. Like,
But I'm saying how she. I'm not saying your grandma in particular. I'm just saying
yeah, that was her
like I
teaching
don't know.
moment.
I've always been a person. When I'm working somewhere, I'm thinking like, how long, how much would this salary really sustain me for? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Especially because I'm living independent. I'm looking at me living. I'm standing on my own 2 feet too.
yeah,
So I've always been that kind of dude. I'm standing on my own 2 feet. So I need to be looking at this in order to stand on my own 2 feet because I don't like asking people for help unless I
mhm.
trust you because I know what come with that. You know what I'm saying?
They're like
Yeah.
the money. The money is not the fulfillment of it.
No, it's not a fulfillment, but it's a lot of stuff you can't do without money though.
Yeah, that.
It ain't
Yeah,
fulfillment. It ain't got nothing to do with fulfillment.
yeah.
But being able to
That's,
do things
that's,
and do it at and have a great time and not be on a shoestring,
that's
budget and thinking that costs money. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah, yeah,
Being
yeah,
able to take your kids to Disney World and actually stay on the resort that costs
mhm,
money. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? To go on vacation for real and you only got to think about coming back. You just come back when you feel like it. That costs money. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? For sure. That's what
But
I'm saying with money. I'm not saying money is. I'm gonna turn into Thanos with the Infinity Gauntlet. No, man, no.
yeah,
I'm saying, but
no,
to be able to do stuff and afford it and still pay your bills, because I
yeah,
don't like robbing Peter to pay Paul. I never
yeah,
really liked that. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Because you
yeah.
never catch up. You always
Yeah,
stay
you're
behind.
always gonna be in a bind if you when
Yeah,
once you do it. But
yeah,
like the old schools taught me, like man, if you can't spend it 3 times over, like you can't do it. It's not
yeah.
time, but you still gotta enjoy yourself. Like yeah, we might not go to Disneyland this year. We might not, but
What?
we still gonna enjoy ourselves. Like everything, like most of these kids don't even be studying Disneyland. They don't even know what Disneyland is now.
I know. I'm just using that as an example. But
Yeah.
even stuff around here. I
Yeah.
mean, dude, if you're not making enough money, you're not going to the food truck festival. No,
Yeah.
you're not.
No, but
You're not.
that's when you spoke about inflation and stuff like that,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
everything's higher now. Like I understood it, and also I was like, I don't go to stuff like that anyway.
But yeah, some kids don't understand it. Like when you really scaling back,
Yeah.
and it's some stuff you just not gonna be able to do. Like, yeah, going to Chili's, even like when
Yeah.
you're not making enough money, just going to McDonald's not even an option. When
Mm.
you're not making enough money, no, McDonald's ain't it. It's not gonna work
Mm.
because they'll throw you off. You might not have no money for the next 2 weeks if you do that. They'll throw your whole budget off. You know what I'm
Alexa play. I got friends in low places. No, I'm just saying.
saying? Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta understand that. Some people that's like that. Like, I'm sure you seen it. You try to offer somebody to cut their yard, but their income is $50 or however much you charge for a yard. That's
Yeah,
a that's a
yeah,
lot to them. You know what I'm saying? They can't
yeah.
even wrap their head around that. You know what I'm
And
saying? And I
and
had to understand because when I used to cut grass, I used to do that. Like, I mean, I just cut it for $40. It's like, man, do you realize that's gas money for me, man? You know what I'm
that's
saying?
it. But if I'm on the same street, like what I charge for people to cut their grass, this is not no it's not going to be a crackhead job,
Right.
and
Exactly.
it's not going to be oh hurry up get done. No, no. You see how the neighbor's yard look? I'm cutting yours the same way. That's my bottom. It's
No,
my
what I'm
bottom
saying
price.
when you write a business plan,
Mhm.
one of the things they ask you is for a feasibility. It's like a section for feasibility in that area that you're targeting does your business, is it feasible for that area? That's why, in my opinion, I don't think you see a lot of new businesses opening up in Southwest, because the per capita, when you look that up for this area where I'm at, it ain't a whole lot per family. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When you see a family making like 35,000, I'm talking about as a family, that's really low. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but if you do it right, you got to know your market.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Sure,
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying.
Like anybody that come to the SWATs, you know what I'm saying? Baseline booming more than God Springs any day.
But see, it's the thing with baseline. Well, how much space is left on baseline to build something new, though? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's hard. Baseline and God Springs is the boom, but it's so many places that's already been there. You know what I'm saying? And it ain't enough real estate. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like even though like it ain't that much real estate, but you have to start from somewhere.
Right,
You
for
know?
sure. For sure. But when you're trying to get business funding, though, the banks will. That's what throw you off. The banks, like based on where you're targeting, the feasibility is not lining up to what you're targeting. I'm not saying it's right or wrong. I'm just telling you what things I've heard and been told and stuff like that. And I didn't get it at first, and then when I started thinking about it, when I tried to just do stuff on the side, I was like, yeah, you know what?
It's trash.
Because when I try to do cameras, for people like security cameras on their house, I tell them $400. $400,
I can do that. I can do that. But $99, I can get it from Home Depot.
Yeah, and then be dead in 2 months.
Yeah,
Be dead in 2 months. Yeah,
like
yeah.
And I say this like the yards that I do. Don't get it wrong. The yards that I do, I'm looking out. It's not because I necessarily need the money. It's good. But if you leave with that proposal, like, this is all I'm going to pay, that's fine. I ain't got to accept it. You find somebody else.
What I'm saying is, these kids out here that's saying that they want to start a business, they have to understand like the ups and downs of running a business. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
They look at McDonald's, they look at these places, they be thinking, I'm gonna be like McDonald's. Man, you don't realize how long McDonald's been doing business for years.
Yeah.
You
And
know what I'm saying? For years. Like you even know they don't need, like they don't even gotta put McDonald's. They can just have a yellow M. They don't even gotta put McDonald's on the sign. You already know what it is, you know what I'm saying? And you think you finna start a new business in a saturated market, you know what I'm saying?
And
even with lawn care is hard. I know it is because you gotta compete with different companies. Pablo's Yard Service and stuff like that.
Like, that's why I say, like, with this yard stuff, I'm not competing with nobody. Even the people that can't do job, they'll be like, hey, Antonio Peel, can you help me out? Man, go ahead. I do it.
Yeah. You know what they're really making a killing on? The Latin dudes cutting trees. They are making a killing on. Whew. I know it's probably a rack of tree now. And think about that. A rack of tree, probably more than that. Yeah.
No.
How much they trying to cut a tree now?
Man, to cut trees out?
I'm talking about one tree. Like if you just did like an average of one tree.
That boy, you gonna get taxed.
Man, and they making number money. You be seeing some of them, they be having like 10, 11 logs on that truck. You like, man, that's probably 15 grand, 15, 20 racks, man, right there.
And you think, and like, that's how my grandfather died.
Cutting trees?
Man, my mama's daddy, not my grandfather that raised us. Like, you got to know how to cut it.
Yeah, and I would get a lift, man. I wouldn't even, if I was cutting trees, I'd figure out how to do it the most simplest way, or the equipment I can get to make it simple as possible. Climbing the tree, I get it when you first start. You got to climb it with the spikes and everything, cut it. I get it, but man, once you get the money to get you like a scissor lift or one of them little genie lifts, that's what I would do.
Taxing, man. I watched I watched the Hispanics do like they cut down like 3 trees
Yeah.
on my neighbor shit, and I was like, I
I
know,
watched them cut some trees down in my house. They climb on the table.
like
They work as a team too, man. That's one thing we don't do.
man,
We don't
you
work
got a
as a
whole
team.
team. You
It'd
got a
be like
whole
5 or 6 of them, man. Let me stop.
That's a key word. Power up, Mike. Power up. You gotta have a team.
Cause one dude was pulling on the string while the dude was cutting it up in the tree. So
Dang.
when he pull it, while he jerking it and he cut it, it'll pull it back towards the other way. He was
Mm-hmm.
doing stuff like that. Then he just go down the street and cut it in layers and drop it.
You have to. Do that's it.
But you got to get to. They are a little bit way smaller than we are too, so it's easy for them to, trying to get 230. Me getting 230 up a tree, that ain't easy to do.
And what that's telling you, you got to work as a team. Okay.
Oh yeah, you gotta work. You definitely gotta have a team, man. You can't get that far without a team. I'm trying to tell these young kids that like, you don't get to millions of dollars, multi-millions as without a team. It's not gonna happen. It's just not.
Yeah,
You could be a sole proprietorship. You probably can get to the lower millions, but you ain't gonna get to multiple millions without a team. It's just not gonna happen unless you're doing something crazy that generate a lot of money. But that's hard to do from growing up in the inner city. You gotta be connected to do that.
Yeah, and that's like to get people to understand. Like, I know you're not familiar with it. Kind of familiar, but not just all the way familiar with it. Like you have people like a Young Dolph or Nipsey or people like that just really they laid the groundwork on how, hey man, do it this way. I know you what you're doing, but do it this way and see how it.
In my opinion, what separated them from a lot of independent artists or dudes who want to go independent, their work ethic was insane.
Man,
a lot of people don't have that work ethic. That's what you can't teach. You gotta have that. You know what I'm saying? That's a will. That's a determination kind of deal. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I think in the hood sometimes to get out the hood, I think that's the thing sometimes that can separate is the work ethic and will. Because there's some people that live in the hood that be like straight A students, man. You know what I'm saying? They trying to get out. They doing everything they can to get out. And then, it'd be people that don't be like, nah, this is where I'm at, man. This is where I'm going to remain. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, but, yeah, Dolph and Nipsey, because Nipsey used to do other stuff outside of just music. He didn't just rely on the music.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You need at least 3 or 4 different type of hustles.
Young Dolph, I think he really loved, because that's what got him out the streets. He loved to be in the studio. That's why he got so much music out there. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah. It was just, that hustle is like, you can, when you hustle.
People don't get them their power. DJ Paul, man, and Juicy J. You know how many beats them dudes made, man? Even though it was kind of like the same little bounce beat, but man, and they just add the melodies to it, but man, they was getting it though.
3 to 4.
People don't give P his credit, but a lot of people didn't grow up in that era, but P was a straight up Master P was a straight up, he set the blueprint, straight up hustler, man.
Yeah.
Can't nobody do it like dude, man. Even 50 was like, man, I didn't know people was doing it like that, man. Yeah, he doing it like that.
But you gotta have that hustle,
I just think P, man, I don't know. I wonder what happens between him and KLC, man. That seems like that happens a lot in the South, though. People get big and they don't keep paying their people. They don't give them raises. They just keep them at the same rate. I'm going to still keep giving you $500 a beat, man. Like, what? You know what I'm saying? But, I don't know. I hope that wasn't the case, but man, KLC used to make some cold beats though for No Limit though, man. I don't know why they even let him go. Like even with Cash Money, you let Manny Fresh go. You don't let people like that go, man.
Yeah. When you build from the ground up, like
Manny Fresh make some cold beats, man. Man, he used to make some cold beats. You don't let people like that go. But everybody different, man. But yeah, that hustle mentality though, I understand. I just had to chill because I can go to school. But that hustle mentality though, when I get done, it's definitely coming back.
Man,
definitely coming back. Just trying to learn some more stuff to add to the hustle. Huh?
Man, you gotta have them. What you always call it, you gotta have them tools in your tool belt. You know what I'm saying?
Man. The more tools you have, the better, man. The more tools you have, the better, man.
Yeah, it's just it's just getting people to understand like. Right message, wrong delivery. That's all. That's it.
Yeah.
Like, man, got the right message. Like,
and you just got to put yourself in the situations that give you the advantage, man. You just got to watch what you do, man. Certain stuff you just got to know you can't do it, man. It's not worth it. You know what I'm saying? You know.
Man, I'm still gonna go put it on my Facebook page. I
What's
said,
that?
man, I went from washing cars,
Oh,
I'm talking about making $7.75 an hour to I'm on a Teams call with Hulk Hogan. You're,
yeah, brother.
you're like, I don't think people like, man, that's big. I'm talking about on a Teams call with Hulk Hogan.
That was up.
Like, and it just motivated me, like, man. And I'm just listening, even though it was for something else, but I'm just like, dang, son.
Do he talk like that in real life? He actually talk like
Man,
that
he
in real
ain't
life?
talk like that in real life. He talk like that in real life, like, cause he
I
gonna be
like the
down,
Glazers, brother.
yeah, and he gonna be down here soon, like real
Man, I don't want to
soon.
see dude,
Like,
man. That dude crazy, man. I know
look,
we were joking about him being on Trump, but then he actually did it. I'm
yeah,
like, oh man, I've been watching the podcast,
yeah.
man.
And then I'm gonna get him on. I'm gonna get a picture. I'm like, haters gonna think it's fake. Because
Depending on how
haters
you
gonna
take it.
think it's fake. Yeah, I'm gonna get a picture.
I want to slam Kamala, brother.
Yeah. But it's
Oh,
like
man.
like that's what I say, it's that growth part that people don't understand. Like,
Yeah, growth is a monster, yeah. That growth mindset. They was talking about that in law school class, the LSAT class, the growth mindset. We really want you to focus on the growth mindset, guys. Yeah, man.
yeah,
But growth, the thing about growth is sometimes when you're growing from something, you have to let go of something. I think that's the thing
man.
that you have to realize too. Let go of some bad habits, probably, or let
Mm-hmm.
go of something. You gotta let it go, man. I
Yeah,
had to let go of some thoughts, maybe some things I was holding on to, thinking about. Let it go, man.
yeah.
So I halfway remember stuff now. I don't take any new information. Let go of old information.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And that's one of the best things that you can show them now. It's like when you're going through law school, you have to decompress. Like,
Yeah.
you don't want that stuff to consume you because you still gotta be a regular person too.
I got a theory on that. Maybe we can talk about that one down on Tuesday, but I thought
Yeah.
about that too. Like, do I want to being a regular person or do I want to be extraordinary? What's the cost of being extraordinary? Do I lose being a regular person?
Yeah.
I thought I've been thinking
And
about
it's
that. Like, it's probably a cost that's going to come with it.
yeah, it's
But
always
it's probably going to be worth the cost because you're probably going to make stupid money. Because
yeah.
I'm thinking about, like I said, I'm thinking about doing more of the academic side too, like being a professor. I didn't think professors made that much money until I seen the internal posting at Euler, and I was like, oh, okay,
Mhm.
okay, I
Mhm.
can work with that. I
Yeah.
can definitely work with that, especially law professor. I was like, oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, all
Yeah.
right,
Like
yeah.
like I'm proud of you anyway.
Man, I
Cause
appreciate
hey
that, man.
man, like I say, man, McClellan they get a bad rap,
Yeah,
but
they
not
do. I'm gonna
knowing
change
like
that when I get done with all this education. I'm gonna change
uh,
that.
not
When they be
knowing like this is
seeing me
what
all on Facebook and stuff, I'm gonna say, man, I'm a McClellan product. I don't care what none of y'all. You go to
yeah.
Parkview, I ain't go none of that.
Yeah.
McClellan all day.
Yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying?
Like,
Yeah, yeah. That's why I got
like
the picture of let's say the lines up there. Y'all see that up there? Y'all see that up
yeah.
there?
Hey, good plan.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, they
The
always talk
crimson
about the bad.
lines.
They always talk about the bad stuff, but not knowing like, man, after all the bad stuff that I done went through as a kid, man, nothing compares to it. Cause I didn't know probably ain't no probably to it. Everybody that I knew when I first went there, they went to other schools. They
Yeah,
went to other schools. And I was
yeah,
like, man, and it's friends for life.
yeah,
And they some dope individuals.
yeah,
Dope, like
yeah. But yeah, guys, pretty great to get up out this
yeah.
thing because it was top of the line, man. Thanks for watching. Thanks for hitting the subscribe button. Thanks for supporting the channel. Let us know in the comments what you think. This is Mike. This is Peel. Shout out to John. He had to leave. And we are signing out.
Hey, wait.